This is an EEG sensor. The sensor we're using in this project is an EEG sensor. EEG stands for electroencephalography, electro meaning having to do with electricity, encephalo meaning having to do with the brain, and a graphy is just denoting a process, a form of drawing, an art, or a science. The way that an EEG sensor works in the MindFlex is by placing the stainless alloy sensor directly to the forehead, which then directly sends neurosignals to the MindFlex chip. The EEG sensor comes in two different kinds, wet and dry sensors. The dry sensors are the new commercial-based sensors, while the wet is usually medical grade. The practical applications of the EEG are so numerous it would be difficult to name them all. But they're mostly used in the medical field, primarily in neurology. The EEG sensor can be used to diagnose epilepsy. It can also be used to diagnose a coma, encephalopathies, and brain death. The EEG sensor is used as a first-line method for the diagnosis of tumors, a stroke, and other focal brain disorders as well. Some other uses outside of the medical field include someone able to control a TV with their mind, control a wheelchair, artificial limb control, and monitoring students' attention levels. For more information, check out these websites. Specifically, the schematic of an EEG sensor would be quite boring on its own. What's important is how it communicates the data. The EEG sensor, a stainless alloy dry sensor, collects neural signals and inputs them into the ThinkGear chip, which processes the signal into a usable data stream. Diagram, we can see on the chip that the EEG electrode is connected to pin 1 in header P1, which gives the input. That pin 4 in header P3 transmits information, which is where we soldered a wire for our project, and that header P4 is where it gets its power, where its wires lead to the battery pack of 3 AAA batteries. The way to use the sensor is to wear it on your forehead without any interference, hair, sweat, etc. The MindFlex sensor is typically used for entertainment, to play a game that levitates a foam ball, but we plan to hack it and modify it to use the theta waves to control a motor that controls a spool that releases a balloon.